In the early 1990s, Uganda, like many other developing countries, was concerned with the poor performance of public services such as education and health. A major cause was believed to be the leakage of funds that did not reach frontline agencies. With World Bank support, the methodology of PETS, or Public Expenditure Tracking Surveys, was developed and applied in the primary education sector in 1996. Its purpose was to measure the proportion of funds provided by the central government that reached primary schools and the extent of the leakages and to recommend ways to reduce them. PETS analysed the timing of budget flows through various tiers of government and compared budget allocations to actual spending on primary schools. As adequate public accounts were not available regarding actual spending, surveys were conducted in 250 government primary schools in 19 districts, and a panel dataset was created on spending and outputs for 1991 to 95. The study found that only 13% of earmarked non-wage funds actually reached schools in 1991 to 95. The remaining 87% disappeared or was used by district officials for other purposes. About 20% of funds allocated for teacher salaries went to ghost workers who did not exist or who were not working as teachers. The study's findings attracted considerable media attention, and the government decided that the information on the amounts of funds allocated to and received by each school should be widely disseminated through local newspapers and radio stations and publicly displayed at each school. This helped ensure that parents became aware of the funding situation facing their child's school. It provided the information they needed to hold teachers and school principals accountable for lack of available teachers or for an inadequate supply of textbooks. These steps also demonstrated to local governments that the central government had resumed its oversight function. 2 follow-up PETS showed that the flow of non-wage funds reaching primary schools had improved from 13% in 1991 to 95 to between 80 and 90% in 1999 to 2000. This example demonstrates that quantitative data on public services are a powerful tool for mobilizing civil society's voice. Although individual complaints can be brushed aside, public feedback backed by systematic comparative data is difficult to ignore and can provide a spark for public action. The first PETS cost $60,000 and has been estimated to have helped increase the amounts of funds reaching primary schools by more than $18.5 million per annum. This indicates that PETS is a highly cost-effective evaluation tool. The government of Uganda now routinely conducts PETS for each basic service sector.